Alright, hi everybody, this is Gambit77. I'm here with my fellow modder BA2.
Hey.
And my buddy Dog.
Hello.
Dog is going to stand in for your place as the mod user to ask any questions that he might have while we're making this video and running through it. So we are going to go through how to make a Weaponsmith extended BA2 archives that will include the assets for all the weapons. So that's what we're going to do. So the first step, you're going to want to get the Weaponsmith bundled asset archive. This one right here. And there is another list of assets you're going to need to download. These ones right here under required weapon mods. Disable and remove these mods plugins after installing them. There's 19 of them here. So you're going to want to grab the newest file from all of those. For the H&K Ump by DD Productions, there's actually two mods you can get it in. I'm going to show you how to get it out of the Tina's Cookie Apocalypse mod because that's what I have downloaded already. So once you download all of those mods, I want you to gather all of the raw archives from them and put them all in one folder. You will have 20 of them. That'll make this easier to keep track of. So the first one we got is the 10mm revolver Colt. So I'm gonna go ahead and extract that. This one is packed in BA2 archives. Good example for what we want to do. So you're gonna want to use probably the creation kit tool for this. If you download the creation kit, you'll have a folder called tools in your Fallout 4 folder. Inside there is archive 2. It is a standalone BA2 unpacker and packer. I recommend using this one. The Bethesda archive extractor on the Nexus is pretty good, but we have run into a couple issues where when we unpacked the archives with that, we ended up getting crashed desktops. So you might want to get the CK to use this one. It's real easy to use. Go to File, Open. We're going to be working from the desktop. That's where I got stuff at. Alright, we'll start with the main one. Once you open it, it shows all the files that are in the archive. We are going to extract all to... we'll go ahead and continue to use this folder. Now we got the materials and meshes there. We got to do the textures now. So we got all those. Extract all too. So now we got all the everything unpacked for that mod. So the next mod will be the AS Vector. Alright, this is already split up, so that's good. So after that, we got core files. I forget exactly what mod that was. It was the G67. So those are already ready to go. Got the defense gun. Alright, those are already ready to go. We got Atomic Annie. And that's already ready to go. The FN57. That's already ready to go. Gauss Rev, the XM73 Gauss rifle's ready to go. Got the K-Bar B3. Okay. Now I'm gonna end up using the 2K texture, so for this one we're gonna be getting from 2 different folders. There's a BK9. Looks like that's set up the same. Alright, we got MKM. Yep, this one is in the archive, so. At last the mass agree as to how we wanna be. With love, respect, and pride, success will be on our side. Okay, so choose the MCAM folder. Drag it there. Now the texture one. Pushing all opposition out. Success is not without doubt. Alright. And we got the anti-tank rifles. It's a big file.
Will become a 2 GB file at least. 2.
Okay, that one's already separated. Good. We got the Ranger Sequoia. It's already separated. Rocket axe. Okay, sorry. Survival knife. Okay, looks like that's set up the same. Okay. M14. The M2216. That's ready to go. Tina's Cookie Apocalypse. These are in archives.
I'm glad we both think it's now time to really show what we can do. Improving black pride is now true. At last we've outgrown Uncle Tom. Devoting more time in the slum.
Oh, we're back.
Teaching our own a new pride. We have pride that makes us feel all good inside. And we've got love.
Good to go. We got the Walther P99. Okay, some archives.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, as far as extracting these from files from the archives, there's a lot of duplicate, like readmes and stuff like that. Just keep one and leave that as is.
And basically ignore that since.
Well, don't extract everything into one folder from the archive tool. Just extract them into the folder you got from when you unpacked the RAR for now. And then we'll combine them all. Because some of these have faux mods, they have different options.
Alright. So basically just extract it within the folder I created. And ignore.
Okay. Actually, no. Let's see. Is that already? What was? Okay, those are different, so go ahead and copy that over there. Alright. Okay, this one will probably take a bit. Oh my.
The main BA2 archive won't take that long. Texture archive would take about a
Yep, this textures is taking a while.
For the extraction?
Yep. Alright, now it's done. Okay, what's next?
packing will take a long time again.
Alright, and the last one is the World War I weapons. Alright, looks like it's already separate. That's cool. Alright, so we got everything unpacked from archives. So now it's time to gather them all together. We might as well work with this folder since we already have a ton of shit in here, so why move it around? So we'll start at the top. Alright. So this one's easy to 10mm. All we got is materials, meshes, and textures. So copy.
The boys bully the girls, the pale skins bully the browns, who will once service the clowns because of their crowns. People now vote in the clown and give them the clout. People stuck butt on the couch and head in the clouds. You should see these husbands that these women allow. People don't live in the now, they live in denial. It takes way more muscles when you muster a frown than it takes.
You're copying and pasting to the archive 2 under the tools folder.
What's that?
Under the tools folder within Fallout 4 archive 2. That's where you're copying to?
No, I'm copying to the unpacked Weaponsmith bundled assets folder. Since it already has lots of assets in it.
What a circus, not even certain if we mammals or not. See, mammals aren't monogamous, humans are hot. Humans and unions bump into other humans a lot.
Copy
They must
those.
prefer screwing instead of the human they got. They normally do, despite the abundance of docs. So entire budget from the business of itching the crotch. Mammal classification isn't a croc, we canines. A man will act like a dog if a woman's a fox. The wave carry the weight, skinny on that matter. They clock since so the not skinny can get fatter. Enough toxins in the oxygen to catch asthma. Blobs under the rock, with hot magma. It's and all about the order. It's 3/4 water, a fortune of flora and fauna, an array of man-made borders, even brick walls, tall brick and mortar. To sort y'all sons from y'all daughters, separate the latter from the former. Who's a native, who's a foreigner? Of course, you could be just around the corner, but if your nation's got a different name, this hatred neighbors hate with all of their aorta. They pop doses and drink potions that feel happy. Some odd moments, the next morning they feel crappy. The mags matter cause what's happening and what's tacky. It's so wacky.
All this in the script folder for the defense gun is for a leveled list script. We don't need that because we're actually adding it in through the leveled lists themselves. When you're doing an individual weapon, it's really good to use scripts for compatibility, but since we're doing such an all-encompassing thing, I'm actually doing it in the plugin. Doing it by script has a small limitation. You can add it into a script, but as far as I know, you can't set the required level for that entry when you do it that way. And since I do a lot of game balancing through having tiers of when the weapons will spawn on NPCs, it didn't really work for this. So we just need the textures, meshes, and materials folders from Defense Gun.
We rolled onto a stretcher and told the Iraqi police to take him away. I feel
Copy
guilt anytime I see a
those.
mother with her children, like the one who cried hysterically and screamed that we are worse than Saddam as we forced her from her home. I feel guilt anytime I see a young girl, like the one I grabbed by the arm and dragged into the street. We were told we were fighting terrorists. The real terrorist was me, and the real terrorism is this occupation.
Atomic Annie.
Racism within the military has long been an important tool to justify the destruction and occupation of another country. It has long been used to justify the killing, subjugation, and torture of another people. Racism is a vital weapon employed by this government. It is a more important weapon than a rifle, a tank, a bomber, or a battleship. It is more destructive than an artillery shell, or a bunker buster, or a Tomahawk missile. While all those weapons are created and owned by this government, they are harmless without people willing to use them. Those who send us to war do not have to pull a trigger or lob a mortar round. They do not have to fight the war, they merely have to sell the war. They need a public who's willing to send their soldiers into harm's way. They need soldiers who are willing to kill and be killed without question. They can spend millions on a single bomb, but that bomb only becomes a weapon when the ranks of the military are willing to follow orders to use it. They can send every last soldier anywhere on Earth, but there will only be a war if soldiers are willing to fight.
Yeah, man, you don't know reporting live from the front line.
Alright, K-Bar Becker B3.
Yeah, down in the garrison. Things get dangerous. Gotta protect myself.
I'm gonna grab meshes and materials from the core folder. Copy that and paste it down here.
Perpetrators.
Then head on back there.
So we have to protect ourselves and stand firm in this time.
We got two options for textures, 2K and 4K. I'm gonna go with 2K. It's just a knife, so it's not very big. And on my 684p TV, I don't know that I would ever see the 4K textures.
Anything to muscle your mind and I'm off the crowds and the moves they suffer trying to suck your tight. Roughly your time for shucking and jive. Just as soon handcuffing or discussing your rights.
Good. CK9.
In the blink of an eye.
Grabbing the mesh and materials from the core.
Especially when you recognize there ain't nothing but rights. Being forced in a diet will get you ready to die. In the city reside every type parasite intelligently designed. When they belly deprived, we'll be paying a price. Middle night and the prize make for greater demise than I could ever recite.
Alright, once again I'm gonna go with the 2K textures. Alright, Cam is next.
Things go bump in the eve. Plethora arch enemies, the rocket is sleep. Plethora artillery is under the sleeves. Where Barack and Hillary speeches never could reach. Graduation's not even what you led to believe. Congratulations on your degree. Go join the Marines.
I'm gonna leave these scripts in since it looks like they're not all just leveled lists, and I haven't really looked into them that much, so it's not gonna hurt to have them in the archive. You know, if they're not used, scripts are very small, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to select all those folders, copy them.
Things go bump. Yeah, friends from the foes is hard to discern. Living just enough for the city is word. The city will leave you perturbed. The city's perverse. The peace is hard to preserve. The city prefers. Population incurs, they're going berserk. A confrontation occurs.
The anti-tank rifle.
Everybody observes, but it's my city of birth. I would never say the city's a burden. Guess the worst that I can say is both a gift and a curse.
Those four
If it's that it's in the dirt, you find the salt to the earth. Curses that it's in the dirt, you find the worst of the worms. Over pieces of turf. Pieces past the point of return. Every person's a possible perp. Streets of verse.
That power armor are tanks. There's some BOS killers.
Yeah, I would just use the old school can opener, so.
Alright, so got that one. Next is the Ranger Sequoia. Copy those. Paste. Alright, then we got the Rocket Axe. Just got the meshes folder there. Paste that in. And we got Survival Knife is next. Grab the meshes and materials from the core folder. Alright, we got a few different choices for textures. We got 4K and 2K. I'm gonna go 2K. I want to say this is the one with the name on it. Yep. Myself, I'm not going to use that one, although I do like Dragon Age. But that is not the one I want. Okay, there we go. Plain one without the... That's the one I want. So, copy that. Alright, let's see. What is next? Let me check what's in here just to make sure it's not... Oh, yep, you're going to want to grab from the... Well, if you're getting 2K, you're going to want to grab from the O2 folder. O2 2K02, because that has the normal map in it. And you'll need that regardless of the other choice you went with. Oops.
Seven in the morning, they kicking down my mama's door. Now tell me, what is this motherfucking drama for? Can the nigga get rest at the rest without the stress? Then they put the lock to my chest.
Done.
Think for it, switch her on.
M14 is next. Grab the 4 folders from there.
Nigga lock like the dread on my head, Jack. And if I try to fight back, well then I'm dead, black. I got the right to an attorney and to stay silent. They got the right to try to burn me if I play violent. I know the game, so I just roll with the
M2216.
Something that they do and that
and grab the 3 folders in there.
Station interrogation is taking place. Overcrowded jails, but for me to make a space. Tell the devil to his face he can suck my dick. It's the whole black race that they fucking with. Come to find my crime was letting brothers know
okay,
the time
then let's cook Apocalypse.
And plus my prior records seal my fate.
From materials,
got me sent upstate.
maybe nothing in there.
My tongue. I just write tight shit to incite the young to fight the one.
Okay, meshes. We got. Okay. So we're gonna want to make a DD Productions 1 folder. Down here.
I was frustrated, I can't do no more push-ups. Niggas be swole up, locked down cause of a hole up. The devil made me do it's what I say. Got some bad news on my one phone call the other day. I love the kids and I
okay. So yeah, we already had the combat site meshes for that, so we already have a DD production folder, so that makes it much easier. So we got meshes, DD productions, got the UMP45. Damn, I miss my beeps in the rides in the jeeps in my So grab that folder.
Same like being in the game, but I'll take it. At least with that I'll make it. The beast is a bitch and I see it. I do the knowledge to him, so next time I can do him. Yo, X, I got the locket now, but write me real soon.
Urge it in down here.
Man, give me a minute. You can never know the beat out till you've been locked the fuck up in it.
Okay, we got the meshes. Guess there's no material files. Productions, 45. We're going to need to make a DD production folders and the textures. Alright, I guess there's no material files from this. So a little surprising, but whatever. I guess that's the case. Alright, no sound files. Alright, so I guess it was just meshes and textures from that. So, let's see what is next. Got the Walther P99. Alright. Okay, these are in BAs, we unpacked them. We need these 4 folders: materials, meshes, sound, and textures. Copy these.
I am the very model of a modern indie general, fighting a losing battle that many say is unwinnable. Repping the chosen few that were caught on and chose themselves to carry on tradition like a crate full of 12.
World War I weapons.
Ciphers that turn to street fights, battles replacing gang wars, settled on the dance floor. You searching
need
for the
those
answer.
3 files from the core.
Study my records like I prep for your final exams, or your lessons, or your cotters, or your getaway plans. Get to know me like the block or the back of your hand. This is the music that we eat, sleep, breathe, celebrate, birth, and grieve. Give them receive.
Alright, so that's everything. We now have all the assets compiled into this one folder. So now we are going to use the Archive 2 tool to pack an archive. Well, actually to pack 2 archives. Alright, so we're going to do new. We're going to do general for this. So everything can stay the same there. We're going to add folders. We're going to want to add materials, mesh. I guess we can't do it more than one at a time. So we'll go ahead and add the materials folder. Oh, and it crashed. Oh, that's great. Not. What is your problem? Alright, let's try that again. Well have something to say, so when these fools acting like hip-hop ain't acting right nowadays, you can show them you got something to play. They say they don't make them like they used to, they ain't supposed to. Time brings change and that's not what I'm opposed to, but recognize what our elders had to go through so that you wouldn't have to ask and they show you. That's how you build a nation, basic civilization. We do it through the music, if you don't use it you lose it. You show the people clear water, how can they refuse it? But if they never knew it existed they couldn't choose it. The rich been explaining so you'd never understand it. We take this shit for granted till it's missing from the planet. But I am said person, the data-ability building, so the real be instilled and refined like a distillery. Alright, try going in the material folder this time, see if we can track down what is causing the crash. So we got the ammo. Okay, that's prototypes. And Billy Rowe. BK.
I want to send a heartfelt thanks to my dear brother Prince. He shows deep love and I embrace it. He is the artistic genius in our midst. He is a musical artist
Moore.
among us. Raise your Socratic questions to the system. Bear witness to justice against the system.
Gams.
Be true to who you are and be true to the grand vision that keeps track of the least of these. Break it
Props.
down, Brother Prince. What's wrong with the world today? Things just got to get better.
Humba Jamba.
What the leaders say. Maybe we should write a letter. Said, dear Mr. Man,
Weapons.
we don't understand.
Alright, it's the weapons. What the heck is in the weapons? Just doesn't like. A whole lot of stuff. Oh, how is it that this folder, which was probably mostly already in here? Let's see, what is new? That is new. That is new.
Precious commodity, then dropped a big old black oil slick in the deep blue sea. Who told me, Mr. Man, working around the clock, found me a big house in the hood, cigarette ads on every block. Who told me, Mr. Man, that I got a right to moan? How about this big old hole in the ozone? What's wrong with the world today? With the world today, things just got to get better. Dear Mr. Man, we don't understand. Maybe we should write a letter. So mercy, mercy me, we got a crisis in our ecology. A system of legalized bribery, normalized corruption, leadership of bona fide mediocrity and certified mendacity. What we gon' do? Listen, ain't no sense in voting. Same song with a different name. Might not be in the back of the bus, but it sure feels just the same. Ain't nothing fair about welfare. Ain't no assistance in aid. Ain't nothing affirmative about your actions till the people get paid. Your 1,000 years are up. Now you got to share the land. Section 1, the 14th Amendment says no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Mr. Man, we want to end this letter with 3 words. We tired of y'all. We tired of y'all spying on fellow citizens. Tired of y'all lying to justify war.
Alright, what I'm doing right now is going through all the new additions to try to figure out what it is crashing the tool. Should be one of the new ones because we had just packed the other ones last night. So once we figure out what it is, we could I don't know, just not include that file in the archive and just install it as a loose file.
That's right. Too many precious lives lost. KRS M1, Dr. West.
Why did you slide doing Katrina? Too many precious lives lost.
That's right. Tell them more.
Dear Mr. President, why do you cut funds for education and health care and child care and employment? Too many precious lives lost.
Oh, man.
And I'm blessed to have 2 of the greatest prophetic hip-hop artists alive. M1 of Dead Prayers and my dear brother KRS.
Too many lies, too many whys, too many cover-up alibis. Too many ghetto children die. Not enough wisdom, not enough listening, not enough jobs for the ghetto citizen, not enough revolution televised. We're telling lies through our vision. We ain't eating, we getting beaten, we leaking tears and bleeding, freaking numbers and cheating taxes. It's on with the proceedings. Your election was a selection, so we wait for your confession. It's a lie, like the police with that service and protection. See that don't do red, white, and blue, cause look what that done cost us. Every time I see that flag, I be throwing up the roster. RBG, me reaching bigger goals. See, I'm so fiery, cause I'm speaking for the million ghetto children that's behind me. See the you, I'm a number, and to me you the enemy. This is working class related, black and brown, you kin to me. A shooter selling the crack, but you locking the mob people. You expect me to vote for the lesser of two evils. This is me talking to you, Mr. President. This is us holding the new, Mr. President. Your own play aiming at you, Mr. President. Not a finger pointing at you, Mr. President. Prices going up on the gas, Mr. President. These some questions I need to ask, Mr. President. Down with the skull and the bone, Mr. President. Why they always tapping our phones, Mr. President? Most of y'all afraid to talk. Two planes done blaze New York and still no one is caught. The middle class taking the short. Education, healthcare, the airwaves, they all been bought. Don't tell me about equal opportunity. And if I work hard and follow my dreams, they'll all become true to me. That's a fairy tale.
Alright, it is the anti-tank rifles. Which is weird since they came out in an archive. That doesn't make much sense. Oh, fuck.
May have just been a fluke.
Alright. I'm going to try this with Bethesda Archive Extractor. Although I don't... Actually, that can only extract. Never mind, that's not going to work. Okay.
Taking you above the rest, not like all the rest. When you call his name, you call the best. Like when you call him KRS, you call him for metaphysical lyrics and hip hop at its best. I don't live life to guess, I study what I talk about. You don't like what I'm saying in this room, you can walk out, but you can't leave because you can't believe you in the presence of some real MCs like these. Real mic spitters, real club rippers, real money getters. 5-course dinners, on course, never lost winners. Even in the very beginning, I was no beginner. What? This is me talking to you, Mr. President. This is us holding the new, Mr. President. Your own plane aiming at you, Mr. President. Not a finger pointing at you.
Alright, so I'm going to copy those problem material files over into a separate folder. The one that I'm going to use for my destination for the archives. So now that I got those copied over, I'm going to take them out of here. So you're going to want to move materials, weapons, MJP to another place. Now let's see if we can add all of these material files at once. Okay, good. So that was the only problem, it appears. So... Good. Alright, we're going to want to add the meshes. So add folder. Add the meshes folder.
Apparently, I'm second generation, black Caribbean and half white Scottish, whatever that means. See, lately, I feel confused with the boxes, cause to me, all they do is breed conflict. It's not that I've lost touch with reality of racism, sexism and nationality. Just to me, all seems like insanity. Why must I rob you of your humanity to feel good about mine? It's all about crime, dehumanizing, how I justify them, so I must keep lying about the history of Africa, so I can live with the massacres and repeat my mantra. Muslim terrorist, so I can sleep at night as bombs take flight. Eyes open wide, but I'm blind to the sight. Too busy chasing the perfect life, and the working class keep them uneducated.
Gonna want to add the scripts
never be a racist. Educate is to draw out what is within. Are we not all the same under the skin? I got a heart like yours that pumps blood and oxygen. And insecurities, a whole lot of them. I'm scared like you deep down. I really do care that the world's not fair like you, but I don't even believe my own
sound
prayers
folder.
Like you. Chasing career, going going nowhere like you. Lost in a fog of my own insecurity, I hold myself up as an image of purity. And I judge everybody else by the color of the skin or the size of their wealth. But it's not good for my health. Is the only one I ever really judges myself. The oppressor must suffer like the oppressed. Though I pretend I'm in control of this mess by inflating my ego, puffing my chest. See how weak.
So that's everything we need for this one.
What we think strong is, because if we're honest, true strength is the strength to be honest. And
we
if
want
I'm honest,
to
I am just tired. If I'm honest,
save
I am
as.
just tired of every day filling up my car.
We're gonna save it in this complete Weaponsmith BA2's folder. And I want to name it Weaponsmith extended to main.
Next time you see what you think is a fog and despise him, please know I was just like him, cause I was like 8. First time I saw crack, same time I first smoked weed, choking on blowbacks. First time I saw a knife penetrate flesh, it was meat cleavers to the back of the head. As I grew and teenage years passed, many more knives pierced and the shots blast. And I ain't saying I had the worst upbringing, but there's a million young men just like me in prison. We complain about racism, elevate clowns.
So bam, we got that. 157 megabytes.
Maybe that is not quite literal, but everything they do is just a stereotype.
Up from the 108 from the bundled one. So that sounds about right. I'm gonna want to make a new one. This one we're going to be doing for format. We're going to choose DDS because this is the textures one. So just make that change. Click OK. Add folder. We're going to add the textures folder here.
Billy Holiday, we can call it urban. To me, that's cool. If urban means street, that includes jazz too, and rock for that matter. Go ask Mick Jagger or Jimmy Page what they were listening to. The blues, not discrediting Love Zeppelin too. Just giving credit where credit is due. That blog-soaked word rappers still use. All it really shows is we still self-abuse. That was the word that was used to kill. Kelso, Cochrane, and Emmett Till. That was the word that the conscience eased and made
like we're good to go there. So
that was
save
the word that let
as.
the whips crack. No matter what you say, you can't take it back. And I could say they're black, so I feel the pain easier. But 1915, look at Armenia. It's the whole world, this human stupidity that we choke ourselves to death, quite literally. And I can talk with my comfortable mouth and my comfortable clothes in my comfortable house. The tables will turn, we can but stall them. Every empire on this earth has fallen. So unless we can find another way, maybe not today, but it will come one day. And it may sound like I'm bitter, but in fact, truth be told, I am quite the opposite. I wake every day and I'm overwhelmed just to be alive and be like no one else.
Looks like we got flagged a crate PSD. That is a Photoshop document, so it doesn't need to be in there anyway. Looks like Nero threw that in just as a kindness, so people can customize it if they want, which is cool. Go Nero. How long did it take to pack the textures one for you, Bat?
2 minutes. Didn't take very long, but a couple of minutes it takes. I mean, it's about 2 gigabytes for me for the bundled assets alone, and now with the others it might be even more. So.
Some kid told me you have a laboratory. Go ahead. Show him your lab.
Now let me show you a real scientific facility. Welcome to my laboratory.
Okay, looks like there was some more extra files in there. Some PNG files. Scorpion Armory. So MOV, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Alright, looks like it's done. That came in at 2.56 gigabytes, so a big jump. But So yeah, now you have BA2 archives that contain everything except for the material files from the anti-tank rifle, which it didn't like for some reason, even though they came out of an archive that was probably packed with the same tool. So,
Same tool.
Who knows what's up with that? I don't. But
as I said, it may be a fluke.
Not a big deal. Well, it's just material files. I'm sure the game doesn't have trouble loading them in anyway. They're very small, so it doesn't really need to optimize the performance there. But so I got that materials folder, and then I got the 2 archives pack in there. So I'm going to take the folder they're in, and I am going to go ahead and turn it into a RAR. You don't necessarily have to do this step. You could just drag all that stuff into your Fallout install. But since it's got a separate materials folder, I'm actually going to pack it in a RAR and install it with Nexus Mod Manager. So, I don't know. Looks like it's going to take about 9 minutes to pack this RAR. So, I don't know. You could stop watching now if you understand the rest of the process. Or you can stay and listen to some good music. It's up to you.
Act foul like Shaq, I'm the free throw. The only one can see low, the man in the mirror. I am he, I am we, these other rappers Coleco. Vision when you listen, I'm the voice of the people. You want bars, I'm not hard to find, I am Nemo. Gotta carry my load. Stay busy working. This trouble we toy. As the ants go marching. Gotta carry my load. Stay busy working.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Yo, I live in a nation that relies on business and crime, and the leaders of politician guys living a lie who bullshit like everyone else for a nickel and dime. America, just as corrupt as it is online, using freedom and entertainment just to keep us sedated. But remember what the Declaration of Independence stated: all men are equal, and that's the way they created. But when that was written, black and white people were segregated, and this country still breeds racism, just not as blatant. To call us the land of the free is an overstatement, cause ain't nobody free, we all being watched quietly. National security's an invasion of privacy, drug trafficking, conspiracy, murder, and piracy. What America can't have, they take silently, sometimes violently. Open up your eyes and see, even dirty money is supporting our economy. It's all backwards like negatives for photography, but I guess that's the way it's gotta be. United we stand on this land and we do war crimes, facing a dying nation, listening for new told lies.
Where it ain't what's physical that fights us. Now it's silent strikes from political insiders. A black market government where being criminal is righteous, ran by bloodlines that was dirty before ISIS. The crisis has even spread to spiritual infestations. Confessionals filled with sexual molestations. Professionals so set on capitalization they don't notice they children freebasing in they $1 million basements. Babies having babies in the hood I grew up in. Hands are too small for the guns that they be busting. Schools underfunded, graduates retain nothing on Capitol Hill. It's barely a topic of discussion. Kids like, why should I think about college when this hood situation is holding me hostage? And even if I fought and bought the knowledge, I'll probably get shot 41 times by a cop over my wallet. Shit. So wherever you are, don't inhale the secondhand smoke from his victory cigar. Motivate yourself, don't just stand on the side facing a dying nation and listening for the new told lies.
Somebody died, 911. It's mass confusion, mass contusions. At last, we losing Uncle Sam to a mass of tumors. And that's the rumor at least. It's soon to be seen if it's true that the beast is soon to decease. Catching blood clots in the crude oil that runs through his veins and up through his brain. It's tough to maintain. If he was low income, he'd already been gone. Insurance paperwork getting handled by Enron. And scandalous friends called to speak. Even Bill O'Reilly's wrapped in a hospital bed sheet with a pointed hat, with an ointment at wax the taxpayer's backside for a tax hike. Would've had a Catholic priest at his bedside, but they were too busy giving these Boy Scouts a leg ride. Temperature stay high, but no pain, cause the president's hooked on phonics and cocaine. Product of old age and Alzheimer's disease. Medical bills raised from all types of fees. Looks to the American people to show love, but his social security ran out. Pull the plug.
What I'm gonna do with Erica Badu, I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun.
I said what I'm gonna do with my man Busta Rhymes. I'm gonna have some fun. What do you consider fun? Fun, natural fun.
Yeah, I just packed it for myself and packed it quite well. Didn't do anything other than packing it.
Well, as I universally greet the whole entire world and focus on the
Did you pack it good and tight?
skin curl, the one strategy, the one universal plan, the master blueprint, one survival for all.
I think he's gonna dignify that with a response.
Bear witness, one respect, one culture, one way of thinking, one vision, making a one decision, a one way of living. Common destiny amongst all, one understanding amongst me and my woman. So
come at me, bro.
And keep moving forward based on actual facts. Yes, y'all, my beautiful Mother Earth, respect it to the max. Can't mix that little tamper with us no more. We're on the highest form of emotion, holy, sacred, and pure. And what's mine is yours, especially if we move in the same direction, just for one common cause. Just one opportunity to handle our biz. Just one mind state so we can equally live. Just one. You know we only have one life to live. Just one. Come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. I let us all uplift now.
Talk to me, baby.
I found you. Then I found me.
What?
I gave you tea.
That's right, girl.
You shed degree.
Oh yes, love.
A family.
One family, baby.
Here's what we be.
Yeah.
So plant your seed.
Right. Hey yo, I know my woman's love for me, the way she cherish me, fulfill my every appetite with the God degree, always inspire my encouragement, the right amount of nourishment, secure enough so I don't have to ask her where my loving went. When times is hopeless, sometimes I had to focus on the priceless moments, when my wisdom body wouldn't notice, cause you're my everything, what's mine to be yours, moving in the same direction just for one common cause, just one opportunity to handle our biz, just one mind state so we can equally live, just one, you know we only have one life to live, just one, let's come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. So let us all uplift now. As my sunlight, I bear witness to you. Being the foundation, you can come home and watch the babies too.
The one way we agree on how to follow tradition.
This one family coming first, play your position. You make the sacrifices, I make the same too.
But more the struggle
that I see, that's why my love is for you.
You always hold it down for me, so I'ma hold it for you. And watch the babies while you secure the food to come through.
Now don't you let my ambition make you feel like competition. We should both play a role in our whole living condition.
True indeed.
I know you symbolize the strength inside the family. Then show me you can handle womanly responsibility.
Not a problem, I know you hold me down when I fall on the ground. But make sure when you bring the food home, there's enough to go round.
And because you are my everything, what's mine is yours. Moving in the same direction just for one common cause.
Just one opportunity to handle our biz. Just one mind state so we can equally live. Just one, you know we only have one life to live. Just one, let's come together as one.
One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. So let us all uplift now. One family, one little kiss now, one entirety. So let us all uplift.
All right, so that's done packing up, so open up Nexus Mod Manager. Gonna add mod from file. Desktop.
Alright, we're gonna bounce back into this hot shit and keep this motherfucker moving. Yeah, in case you don't realize by now, shit gets extremely dangerous when you fuck with any of the flip mode niggas. Fuck around if you want, bitches, but you're better off acting like you.
Alright. You know what? Shit. Before I do that, I'm going to change the name of that because it wasn't very good. I'm going to add the version number, so I know the next time I gotta mess with this.
You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution
here we got
will
our
not
file.
be televised, brother.
Go ahead and install that.
There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide
Problem
that color TV
occurred
into a
during
stolen
install.
ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised.
Never mind, I guess I'm not going to install it with Nexus Mod Manager because it refuses. Maybe it's too big. It is a possibility, it's just too big. It's actually a pretty decent possibility.
It needs quite a bit of temporary space. I had to free up about 11 gigabytes for it to install correctly.
Will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a
So I guess I'm going to install it manually.
There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry Arnold and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose.
Go ahead and install those material files.
Nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
Alright, so we got those archives down here installed.
We're gonna take it to the back of your brain. We're gonna put it on the side of a train. We're gonna make
So,
it so simple and
there you
plain.
go. That is how to set up Weaponsmith Extended install for the best performance. So, yeah, you might want to take the time to do that. I recommend it. So, I guess that is it. Once you got all that stuff installed, you just need the Weaponsmith plugins that you're going to be using. So you go ahead and install those from the File tab, and you're good to go. So that's it. I will catch you later.
Let me tell you about the struggle, my friend.